Microsoft Excel has the basic features of all spreadsheets, using a grid of cells arranged in numbered rows and letter-named columns to organize data manipulation like arithmetic operations. It has a battery of supplied functions to answer statistical, engineering, and financial needs. In addition, it can display data as line graph, histograms, and charts, and with very limited three-dimensional graphical display. It allows sectioning of data to view its dependencies on various factors for different perspectives using pivot table and scenario manager. In Excel, ribbon is the strip of buttons and icons located above the work area. The ribbon replaces the menus and the toolbars found in the earlier version of Excel. Here, different tabs are shown, that is, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formula, etc. This is the ribbon. These are the rows. This is the formula bar. This is the sheet. These are the columns. This is the cell, which has a cell address which consists of row and column. Above the ribbon, there are a number of tabs such as Home, Insert, Page Layout. Clicking on a tab displays the options present in this section of the ribbon. Each tab has a group that shows related item together.
Welcome to Microsoft Excel. In this video, we will learn about the basic formulas used in Excel. We will see how a basic formula can be written. To write the syntax, you have to know the formula. This formula can be written as is equal to formula name, open brackets, start cell address, colon, end cell address, brackets closed. In the same way, we can write different formulas for finding different answers. For example, if you want to find the sum or the total of the basic of all the employees, we can write the formula as is equal to sum, open brackets, the starting cell address, that is F2, colon, and the end cell address, that is F9, close brackets, using the formula. If you want to find the average, we can write the formula as follows, is equal to average, open brackets, the starting cell address F2, colon, the end cell address F9, close brackets. If you want to find the maximum value, use the formula is equal to max, open brackets, F2, colon, F9, the starting cell address and the end cell address respectively, and press enter. And similarly, we can find minimum value as follows, is equal to min, open brackets, F2, colon, F9, that is the starting cell address and the end cell address respectively, and press enter. So here we can find the required values using the desired formula. The PF is calculated as 12.54% of the sum of basic and DA. So, if you want to do PF calculation, the formula is as follows: is equal to brackets open F2 plus G2 brackets closed asterisk sign, that is the multiplication sign, 12.5% and press enter. The result will come as 5025. So, instead of writing the formula again and again, we can just click on the cell and then can drag the cursor till the last cell, and hence the calculation will be done. In this way, the process becomes quicker and easier. Thank you.
In this video, we will learn about sorting. Sorting is basically arranging of data in ascending or descending order. That is, either in A to Z or Z to A format, or from smallest to largest or largest to smallest. To calculate or to do sorting, first we need to select the data we want to sort. And then go to Sort and Filter tab, and from there we can choose Custom Sort. Once we click on the Custom Sort button, a pop-up window will appear. In this, we can see option of sort by, values and order. In sort by, you will find all the headings which is seen in white, like FNAME, LNAME, position, department, date of birth, basic, DNS allowance, PF calculation. In this, you can choose whatever you want to arrange in order. Suppose if you want to choose first name and arrange it in descending order, then we will choose Z to A and we will click OK. Now we can see that the first name has been arranged in descending order, and correspondingly all the data has been arranged accordingly. Another example we can see is sorting the basic in ascending order. So again we will go to Sort and Filter, go to Custom Sorting, go to Basic and largest to smallest, that is descending order, and click OK. Now we can see the data has been arranged in descending order accordingly. Thank you.
In this video, we will learn how to do multiple sorting. As you add more content to a worksheet, organizing this information becomes especially important. You can quickly reorganize a worksheet by sorting your data. For example, you could organize a list of contact information by last name. Content can be sorted alphabetically, numerically, and in many other ways. To do multiple sorting, select all the cells in the list. On the Excel ribbon, click the Home tab. In the Sort and Filter group, click the Custom Sort button. From the Sort, by drop-down, select the first column you want to sort. That is, Department in ascending order A to Z. Click on Add Level button to add the second sorting level, that is Basic in descending order. That is largest to smallest, and then click OK to finish the multiple sorting. You can add more levels as per your requirements. Thank you. In this video, we will learn how to subtotal. The subtotal command allows you to automatically create groups and use common functions like sum, count, and average to help summarize your data. For example, the subtotal command could help to calculate the cost of office supplies by type from a department or position perspective. To achieve this, first sort your worksheet by the data you want to subtotal. Here we are taking department as the criteria. Now select the Data tab, then click Subtotal command. The Subtotal dialog box will appear. Click the drop-down arrow for at each change in field to select the column you want to subtotal. In our example, we'll select Department. Click the drop-down arrow for the Use Function field to select the function you want to use. In our example, we'll select Sum to count the basic. In the Add Subtotal to field, select the column where you want to calculate it subtotal to appear. In our example, we'll select Basic. Then click OK, and you can see the results. In this video, we will learn about the filter option. Filter is used in Microsoft Excel to sort out the data or to filter the data which is required for us. First, select the entire data and go to Sort and Filter tab. Click on the filter option. Once you click on the filter option, a drop-down menu appears on the headings of the data. From there, you can select and filter the data which you want. For example, if you want to filter the data of people working in CRM, you can go to Department, and from there you can select CRM and click OK. People who are present in CRM will be shown as follows. Suppose you want to display the data of people whose basic is greater than 30,000. Go to Basic and then Number Filters. From here, you can choose various conditions. Here we are looking for data where the basic is greater than 30,000. Click on the Greater Than tab and write 30,000 in the blank space provided. Click OK and you can see the result. Thank you. Welcome to Microsoft Excel. In this video, we will learn about Advanced Filter. In Advanced Filter, we use two conditions to get proper outputs. The two conditions can be arranged in two proper ways. One is the AND condition and the other is the OR condition. In the AND condition, if both the conditions satisfy, we get the output. Let us see the AND condition first. We have to copy the data headings in another location. Then, we have to find out where the data can be written. If we want the output for people who are working in HSM department and whose basic is greater than 30,000, we will write HSM under the heading Department and greater than 30,000 under the heading Basic. For the AND condition, the syntax can be written in the same row. From here, we will go to Advanced Filter. Here, we have two options, List Range and Criteria Range. In the List Range, select the entire data. The Criteria Range is the point of reference what we have made. If we want to see the output data in another location, we will click on Copy to another location and then we will copy the data accordingly. Now, we need to give space where the data can be extracted, and then we will click OK. Here, we get Karan Singh and Jaggu Chaudhary after we filter the data. These are the guys working in HSM department and their salaries are greater than 30,000. Now, we will learn the syntax for the OR condition. In the OR condition, if either of the conditions satisfied, we get the output. So, for writing the OR condition, first we will copy the heading in another location. And then, under the heading department, we will write HSM. And under the heading basic, we will write greater than 30,000, but in another row. Once we write the criteria, we will go to data, then advanced filter, and then give the list range by selecting the entire data. This time, we will give the criteria range by selecting this data. Click on copy to another location and then select the area where we want the output data. By this process, we can filter various